Namaste, namaste, and everybody welcome. Welcome from the heart. I just saw something that made me shed a tear. On a playground, I saw a child playing with another child here in a village on fresh air, wearing a mask on a playground. And the little girl was very sad. The playing was obstructed, and the sadness was seen in her eyes. And this pandemic, what is happening? This is destroying our children. Seeing a child with a mask on a playground is seeing a child that has no childhood, child that is muzzled. And the psychological trick is the muzzle. It programs you that you have no freedom of speech, you have no freedom, you have no rights, you have no smile. Babies recognize their mothers by their smiles. They're muzzling their smiles and fear-mongering them. They should be afraid of other children. They should not play, and they should be afraid. They should be afraid. And what this is doing to children, separating them from their childhood, and they are spreading fear to destroy the children. And the mother of that child was probably so bamboozled, so scared, that she is forcing a child to go out on a fresh air, play with a muzzle. What is a muzzle? It's a symbol of prisoners, slaves, people who have no rights, no freedom of speech, no freedom of expression, no identity. And children that are raised in fear and muzzled, they are traumatized. Their childhood is taken away. And they are creating depression, really psychologically terrorizing our children. And children are pure. When a child tells me the child loves me, child tells me with no resistance, with no force, with no control, pure love. Like I told yesterday to a security guard in a shop, she said, "Where is your mask? You cannot walk around without a mask in a shop." I said, "I have right to break the law." No? I have right to break the law and risk of getting punished. She said, "Yes, but you don't have right to endanger other people around you." And I said to her, the doctors, the specialists are saying that disinfecting the hands and wearing a muzzle is weakening your immune system. And it's actually they are threatening your health and endangering. For when you are isolated, afraid, disinfected, you don't come in contact with the viruses, and in that fear, your immune system is weakening, and now viruses that are not powerful can have power over you. And there is something more sinister happening than just psychological terror against the children. These children, not only that they are not to have their childhood anymore, they are not to have the immune system anymore. And they have been bamboozling you even before that you should disinfect your children, that they should stay away from dirt and like this, to weaken immune system for children. And such children that are disinfected, stay away from dirt, are always washing and disinfecting. Such children are sick and always getting sick, always getting flus, always getting viruses, always getting allergies, always getting all kinds of diseases. Why? Because a child is programmed by the source from within to put all kind of dirt in her or his mouth. In this way, the immune system gets informed by the viruses all around us, and in this way, immune system trains, and immune system is built strong. Just look, gypsy children living in shit, but they are completely healthy. Their immune system is like diamond. I was all my life playing in dirt outside. I always dirty, touching everything, putting everything in mouth. And my immune system is strong, so powerful. I get no flu for years. And if children are disinfected, have to stay away from viruses, be in a bubble, their immune system does not practice. Their immune system does not train to become strong. Their immune system is weak, 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 weak as Victor. And then they can destroy the immune system of the children. So the children are to be dependent on vaccines that are actually taking their humanity away, their soul away actually, artificial intelligence. But destroying their health so that they are dependent on shots. And in Slovenia, they don't listen politicians anymore to doctors. And in America also not. I spoke to the mayor now of our St. Thomas, and he agreed with everything. We are village people. We are farmers. We are dirty people. We know that by going out there and getting in contact with all the dirt and viruses, our immune system are strong. We are very immune, and we have always making fun from city people that they are all clean and disinfected, and that's why they are always sick. We know. And the mayor, we agreed, if they are not listening to doctors, to specialists who are actually telling you. That they don't wear a mask and they don't disinfect themselves because then they will get sick. That viruses protect them. And they have to come in contact with viruses, and they telling you only if you are completely stressed, if your temperature falls below 35.5 degrees Celsius, the viruses have power. And these are the medical facts, which actually the birds on the trees are singing, and grandmothers here in a village are preaching, and know very well. And now, it doesn't matter anymore. The logic, biological science that everybody knows doesn't matter anymore. Who they are listening to, they are not listening to experts. So why would we have to listen to them? Because their countermeasures, masks and disinfecting yourself always, is weakening your immune system. And then quarantine, and old people are locked down for 3 months, afraid. They come out, they get a virus, some kind of a virus, and it can kill them because they destroy their immune system completely. We are living in a world when the truth is reversed. Whatever is truth is presented as a lie, and whatever is a lie is presented as a truth. And you can see this today. They have deleted David Icke's channel. But he was speaking medical facts in that video with London Real. That actually doctors are speaking, these doctors who telling to us that they don't listen to them. And they know everything about viruses, but they know nothing about viruses. Only about manipulation and control. And David Icke in that video was speaking same things as doctors are speaking about the virus. It is like you have flies in the apartment here, and I am chasing them down with a motor saw. I destroy my apartment, I tear the building down. This is what is happening. They say that they want to save you and protect you, but with what they want to save you and protect you, they want to destroy our children, weaken their immune systems, and destroy health of all people and health of everyone, weaken immune system to such level that they have no immune system anymore. Then every little virus can have power over you. And our children are to have to live in this world. A security guard once told me, "Why are you not wearing a mask?" I said to her, "Because our children are have to live in this world that they are creating for us and have to be slaves." And she said, "I cannot, I don't care for that, you have to wear a mask." And I said to her, "Listen, woman, if you don't care for your children, I have no children. And I care for your children. I care for all the children. For our children are to have to live in this world, and they are preparing." And not only that, people who are dying are vaccinated. I know for a fact. There was a 70-year-old man, 65 or something, in nursing home, and they told him, "If you get a COVID, you will be okay, you have nothing to fear." He was vaccinated. And there was a 90 man lying next to him, 90-year-old, and he was not vaccinated. They told him, "If you get a COVID, you are so sick and like this, you will die, you have to take care." What happened? Completely opposite. They both got COVID. The one who got vaccinated and was not in the danger died of COVID. 65 years old. And the 90-year-old man who was not vaccinated for the flu, he had no symptoms, And he was calling his daughters, why they have me locked up here like in prisons, they are coming like aliens, they are with some scaphanders, everything is okay with me, they say I have COVID, I have something, I have nothing. What they want. And there are cases and cases and cases. And doctors are not only confirming that masks are harming your immune system and disinfecting and quarantine and stress, but also that the vaccine is responsible for the complications with COVID that maybe would not even exist if people were not vaccinated. Oh, beloveds, what is going on here? I'm trying to see how. Okay. Everything is reversed. In fear, they take you in separation from yourself. In fear, you give your power away. You follow that fear. And illusions work on you. And in fear, illusions that have no power. Viruses that are actually dead. In fear, in that stress, now they have power over you. And in that fear, you follow that fear, you see that fear. You tap into that fear, you're in separation from yourself, you give your power away. And in that fear, powers that have no power have power over you. And in vibration of fear, you create a world that they want to see. But love, you are the antidote to everything what is not love. If you are in love, in alignment with yourself, with the source, no viruses can have any power over you. You are the truth. You are not in separation from yourself. And they just want you to be afraid. They want you to follow fear. And with whatever they're trying to save you, they are actually creating fear. And they try to destroy you. And this is now really terror. Terror. Psychological terror. Just look at the psychological terror. Now everybody who has a flu, everybody who has a... they're all afraid of testing, of COVID and everything. And the flu and the cold is very common. Everybody has it. And everybody who has a sneezing and a running nose and like this, then you're worried. Psychological terror. You should stay away from others. You should not wear your smile. You should not see faces of others. You should be afraid of touching people, of hugging people, of touching everything, of normal everyday life because you will get affected. Poor children. Poor children. In the city, I saw some bamboozled children. They always love me so much. You know, I'm playing the flute there in the subway. And the children coming with masks. And they are like all afraid and all in the wall and like they're scrolling on the wall to be in the distance away from me 5 meters. Why? For their parents told them, everybody who is there on the street, everybody who is weird, everybody, you should be afraid of these people. They will infect you. They are very dirty. It made me sad. They are manipulating children with fear. Children are afraid, traumatized, afraid to play, prohibited to play, prohibited to breathe, like this little girl on a playground. She was prohibited to breathe. And not only that, now they are using this pandemic, they can control people and they can really install 5G, which actually can cause really terrible complications with COVID. So the vaccine, the 5G, mask, isolation, fear, sterilization, disinfection, creating the disease to have power. And our children are to have to live in this world. If we allow it. Just look what everything, just look the other thing that they are doing to our children. They are programming them that it is normal to be on the phone always, to be connected. They are programming them that technology is part of themselves. That is just a part of their body. Phone, tablet. So that they are raised in a manner that they see the technology just as being part of human nature. So when the time comes, children are to be so programmed into technology, and they are just targeting our children because when they want to complete this plan, children are to be grown up. This plan will never happen. It's their plan. It's not our plan. And then children would, because they are programmed that they love technology as part of their human nature, now children would accept technology as part of their body. Neuralink. Just see this. With artificial intelligence, they can control you. And if artificial intelligence is connected with human consciousness, it takes over. It thinks for you. It can control you. It literally takes your soul away. So you become just a cyborg, a Borg for collective artificial intelligence consciousness with no soul. And they are preparing our children with taking technologies as natural part of their human body. And you noticed all these videos about cyborgs, movies about cyborgs, glorification of cyborgs, glorification of cyborgs. So children are with mobile phones and technology, computers, video games, and cyborgs movies and cyborgs in video games. They are actually programmed that they actually fantasize about being a cyborg. And I noticed I'm born 1982, and when I was a little boy I was watching these movies about cyborgs and robots, and I was fantasizing I have these cyborg things, gadgets, everything attached to my body, inside everything. So I know it's a psychological terror. With the COVID-19, they are destroying their health, destroying their mental health, and taking their childhood away. And with technology, they are just programming them that technology is part of human nature, and playing with children and being with people is not. You should be afraid of this, but you can love the technology because technology will not infect you. Technology is very good. They are just programming the children so that they would on the end willingly accept, please connect me to the internet, please connect me to the artificial intelligence. They willingly do it. This is their plan. And this is their plan if you're afraid, if you follow that fear, if you take that fear for the truth. Fear takes you in separation from the self, then the powers have no power, have power over you. You see the illusion in front of you. You believe it. You tap into it. You give powers to powers that have no power. Powers have power over you. You give power away to darkness. And in separation from self, you get your soul snatched. And we're doing this for our children. I'm not saying there's no COVID, I'm not saying there's no complications, but I don't give a fuck about people who tell on Facebook they are very sick and like this and that. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're lying. I don't know if you're some fat man They're paid by the CIA to lie on the Facebook and bamboozle us. And even if you have COVID, I don't know what you're eating. I don't know your habits. I don't know your condition. I don't know if you're vaccinated. I don't know what you've been eating and drinking and exercising, how you're living, what kind of your immune system is. They're manufacturers. And the thing is that people are dying of heart stroke, head stroke, and if they have COVID in the system, they write that the official cause is the COVID. But it's not. Official cause is what it is, no? Official cause is what it is. What is the official cause? If you die from a heart stroke, you die from a heart stroke. You know, let us not buy this. Let us not buy this. Listen, disinfecting your hands, wearing your masks is lowering your immune system. So the viruses have power over you. Quarantine, fear, staying away from people is destroying your mental health, destroying your humanity, and actually weakening your immune system. So when you come in contact with someone, viruses have power over you. It's destroying our humanity, it's destroying our unity, and it's destroying our children, taking the childhood away from our children. Let us meditate. Let's stay on the sun. On the sun strengthens your immune system. Mother Nature heals. In meditation, you are in alignment with yourself. You lose fear. In alignment with yourself, in your true power, love. Powers that have no power. Have no power over you because you have power of all powers. In love, in vibration of love, you trust in that love, you follow that love, your vibration rises to the highest dimension, you tap into that vibration, you choose love, and the reality is transformed into that timeline, into the reality of love. Whatever we are to accept is to happen. Whatever we reject and we do not accept, if we do not accept it out of fear, we do not accept, will have no power over us. In alignment with the source, we are protected. In alignment with the source, they have no power. They cannot make us do. But if we give up fear, if we go in fear, we go in separation from ourselves. We are not protected by the source anymore. We're giving our power away to the powers that have no power. And we create the world that they want to see. But if we exercise, meditate, stay on the sun, meditate, focus on good news, be the good news, spread the good news, spread love and no fear, spread truth and no fear, no viruses. What's happening? We are a vibration of love. Consciousness transforms reality. Other people are losing fear around us and are awakened to the truth. They can see the ugly truth behind all this pandemic, and they lose the fear, and people are awakening around us, and we literally awakening others by just being love in alignment with ourselves, the power of all powers, and they have no power. And we are literally creating the heaven they want to see. And they are afraid of you. They are afraid of you. Why? For time is up. For humanity is waking up. Humanity is free. Humanity is united. Humanity sees the darkness for what it is. Humanity cannot be controlled anymore. Humanity is more and more in alignment with herself. And in alignment with yourself, they have no power. They are afraid of you. Because in source consciousness, they disappear. It transforms the reality. People lose fear. And only in fear they can control people and deceive people. And when people lose fear, people unite. They have no power. And they don't know how we are doing it. Because people are just waking up. And more darkness they spread, more people are waking up. Because people can see the darkness on the light that is shining for what it is. When they try to take our rights away, enslave us, lie to us, people see it. People see that actually they are spreading lies and they are destroying the truth. Doctors who are professionals and experts of the field, who has written such fat books about viruses, they know everything. They have videos on YouTube that have million views, but they are speaking the same truth that I'm speaking in this video. Exact same truth. And they are deleting that videos. They're saying hypochlorhydrochloric is a medicine that cures COVID. I cured malaria in India in 4 days with it. They don't give you the medicine. They tell you that there is no double check for the medicine. But there will be no double check for the vaccine also not. They are deleting the videos of doctors, of medical professionals, experts of the field. They don't listen to the experts of the field. They listen to Bill Gates, a computer hacker who wants to hack your system, hack your biological system, to control your biological system, to really enslave you completely. They don't listen to medical experts. And if they are deleting the truth, medical experts, and they don't want to listen to them, why should we? And if there was not truth, the medical experts are speaking the same truth that David Icke was speaking. And they deleting David Icke channel and channels of doctors that are speaking same truth. If it was not truth, why would they delete it? They don't want you to see the truth. The London Real interview with David Icke was very long, and London Real said himself that it was the most viewed video in history of his life, and it was just looking that it was to pop and beat even the Elon Musk video. And then they just shut everything down because everybody wanted to hear the truth. And what David Icke was speaking, doctors are speaking in the videos, same truth. And now they're deleting doctors' channels and videos also. They are destroying the truth. They are taking the freedom of speech away. And they are actually, doctors are giving you advice and telling you, we can solve this in 3 weeks, this COVID crisis, just listen to us. And they are deleting the doctors' videos. So you see, muzzle. Muzzle is a symbol that you have no freedom of speech. And you see that taking freedom of speech away, right to speak the truth. And they actually don't care for the experts of the field. You should care for the experts of the field. You're politicians. No, they don't. They don't listen to no one. Who do they listen? And everybody sees now. They're trying to destroy your health and really destroy your health with measures that they say that they want to protect you and save your health. What is this? The pandemic of fear. Why would you want to delete something that was not true? No, because it's so true that if people hear it from doctors, people know it in themselves and they immediately know it's the truth. And they cannot allow the truth to be spread. They have to spread the lies. And actually lies are creating terrible complications that do not exist. And doctors even say that the treatment with respirators and like this oxygen is not the right treatment. And that people are suffering from the same kind of disease than having no oxygen on a high altitude, and that they need different treatment, intravenous to oxygen in the veins. Everybody get to the chopper! Everybody get down! Get down! Everybody get down! I save you! I save you! And we have to joke. We need Arnold. And Arnold is within us, the lion roaring. we can literally turn this thing around. If we don't follow it, if we don't believe it, if we stay on the sun, we exercise, we smile, we are dancing with people, we are playing, we meditate, we focus on good news, we spread good news, and we focus on good news, our vibration, the highest vibration, we awaken other human beings to truth, of their true self, that I am, all of us, and the inconvenient, the ugly truth of this world. And more they are trying to spread fear and enslave us, more light is shining, more people are awakening out of the darkness. Light is shining on the darkness, and they're trying to dim the light. Light is shining, and people just see the darkness for what it is. And in that fear, they only have the moment now. They pray, they get awakened to their soul. And then they see the ugly truth and the beautiful truth and the way to heaven and earth, which is love. And people are awakening. That's why. Let us spread love and no fear. Love, you are now here. You are the antidote to everything what is not love. What is not aligned with yourself. So have no fear, but love now. For love, you are now here. More the light is shining, more people are awakening to the darkness. They see the darkness, and more to their light. And if we don't follow fear, we follow love, we are in alignment with our true self. One of us is powerful as millions of sleeping people. We can turn this around, and we awaken others. And when 1% of humanity is enlightened, and this is what they are afraid of, everybody gets awakened to their soul. Everybody sees the truth for what it is. And those 1% enlightened are to lead those 99% to enlightenment, to heaven and earth. And we are so close. And that's why they did it now. They are so afraid and they have no power anymore. They cannot control a human being behind the curtain. And they have to come on wide open and lie and deceive. Spread fear. Because they are so afraid. More they are spreading fear since 9/11, more light is shining, more free people are more awakened. So don't worry. This darkness now is just causing people to see the darkness for what it is, reject it, evaluate it, and choose light. Only the strong will continue. We have the power. The power is within us. In fear, we create hell they want to see. In love, we create heaven that we want to see. And we do this for our children. For if we follow fear, like that woman in the shop telling me I have to wear a muzzle when I tell her I care for her children, she says she cares not. I have no children. But when children are to ask me what have you been doing when this pandemic was happening, I will tell you, yes, sometimes I wear a mask. But I was roaring all the time, spreading the truth. I was doing this for you, so you would not have to live in this world, and you don't have to know. We did it. Their plan is not to succeed, because the heavenly plan is within you. The magic is within you, and they have to take you in separation from self to create hell. But heaven on earth is within you when you are in alignment with yourself in love, and no powers have any power over you in alignment with yourself. I give you my word. For our children are to have to live in this world, and I do it for the children. Some people are resisting force and they have to tell me that they love me. They don't know what love is. This is love. I do this for children. I don't have children. And if anybody feels like you want to offer a donation, you are so welcome. This is what you get, the answer within. And I'm so grateful. Without of you, there'll be no out of the world that I am. If there's any blessing in my heart, let it go to you. Thank you for every single donation. Like I say, I perform white light source healing in the silence. I say nothing. Don't worry about saying me anything. If you tell me nothing, I can do distant healing on you and focus on you being free of all afflictions. I'm not medical expert really. In this video sounds like I am. But I have powerful healing energy. And if I give you my word, you know I'm going to do healing for every single donation. Don't tell me anything. I focus on you being free of all afflictions. I do energy work on you for gratitude for a donation. But I cannot heal you. I cannot save you. And it's quantum healing. And I'm so clairsentient. All I need to see is your email address in my PayPal and you have my word. I will do healing on you. And you don't need to stand still on an appointment. It's quantum healing. You have my word. I do it. And my healing anyway works on you as much as you work on yourself. You understand? If you're following fear, spreading fear, following fear, you're giving your power away. No one can heal you. You're giving your health away. But if you choose love, you follow love, you trust in love, you follow truth. You are the antidote to everything what is not love. You heal yourself and you heal this world. You transform this world into heaven on earth. I give you my word just for that. For their plan doesn't matter. It will not happen. The heavenly kingdom is within us. They just cannot control human anymore. They are so afraid. And what they're doing now, just revealing their darkness for who they are. And out of the darkness, people are awakening to the ugly truth, to see the darkness, and to the beautiful truth, source that I am their self, in their power and love. We ain't having it. And they think they are to enslave humanity with fear now and darkness. But the light is shining so that everybody can see the darkness. And people out of that fear awakening to the truth, eternal source that I am, in eternal moment they can never die. To love, to antidote, to everything what is not love. And more they try to enslave us. More and more they're destroying themselves. And they are digging a hole for themselves to fall in. For this is the cause, only people, to see their darkness, reject their darkness, reject fascism, and choose love, choose health, choose humanity. I give you my word. Purnamaste, Purnamaste, Purnamaste.